Today we're taking a look at the HP Pavilion X2. It's a tablet, it's a laptop, it's a table tent, it's all 4-in-1. We're going to talk about it next. HP calls it their most versatile, detachable PC. It's a laptop that can easily convert to a tablet and even a table tent or kiosk options. The folks at HP gave me one to play with, and although I'm getting compensated for this review, the review itself is my own opinions and thoughts. So let's get started with all the specs and then see if this machine is worth that sub $500 price tag. The Pavilion X2 12-inch comes in two models, one with an Intel Atom X5 processor and the other one with the Intel Core M, their 6th generation processor. The machine I have is the Intel Core M3. It runs at 1.5 gigahertz with a 100 megahertz bus, 4 gigabytes of RAM, and 128 gigabytes of storage, supplied by Samsung inside. Windows 10 64-bit Home is configured on the machine, and it can be configured for PC or tablet mode depending on what you want. The screen is an IPS Touch Display and the resolution is at 1920 by 1280. Intel HD graphics 515 to run those HD videos. Bang & Olufsen is HP's new audio partner. They've been engineering great audio products since 1925, and while the Pavilion doesn't have an interesting design for their speakers, it does have the technology in the front-facing stereo system. There's only one camera on the unit and it records and photographs in 720p. That's the front-facing camera. Finally, the keyboard dock allows for the tent, tablet, laptop, and kiosk mode simply by detaching the screen from the magnetic dock and flipping it to your need. And then we've got two USB ports. One is actually a Type-C USB, which doubles as the power charger port. You have a MicroSD card, you have a micro HDMI card, a 3-pole headset for those Hangouts or webcam recordings. And that's the basics of the Pavilion X2, but the real question, is it worth that $499 price tag? When we come back, I'm going to take a look at all the pros and cons. With 4 versatile modes, fully featured and fully affordable, is the HP Pavilion X2 worth it for you? Let's start with the two issues I actually saw. First is the fact that there's no camera in tablet mode. People use their tablets to record video of the kids and life events. Without that front camera, they won't be using the X2 to do that. The other is a slight design flaw. If you set up the table tent mode, the unit will actually rest on the power button. Therefore, you might inadvertently turn the machine off in this position. But let's face it, these are small issues, and how many times are you going to use the table tent mode compared to what this machine can do if it has a single core processor. Now this is the M3, and I haven't tested the Atom version, which has 2 gigabytes of RAM and 64 gigabytes of storage, so things will differ. The battery across both units is the same. It's a 33 watts per hour battery and gives you about 8 hours full use before any recharge, and that's, watching videos, playing on Facebook, all the other good stuff. It also means it's a great machine on the go and ready for classes or other events where power outlets are really just not available for. You will need the power supply to recharge. I tried a Type-C standard plugging into a USB power source, but the machine simply did not allow it. I've watched a few movies in bed because, of course, I can flip the keyboard around as a stand. I also like the fact that the keyboard doesn't rest on the tabletop like some other 2-in-1 machines. I installed FutureMark from our friends over at 3D Mark Software, and the results were not too bad. Of course, this isn't a gaming system by any means, but graphic rendering was not too bad. Some small frame rate issues, and overall scores were better than a standard office PC. Great speakers here. They allowed me to move the machine further back for the two of us to snuggle up and watch our favorite movie, but it also gave me the Bluetooth mode for headsets if I needed to watch movies while my partner was sleeping. Now, HP says stunning detail in every pixel. I totally agree on that. I enjoy tablets where the portrait mode actually gives you more reading real estate, perfect for reading longer posts, web pages, ebooks, and more. With a full-size keyboard included, this is the perfect balance of portable and functional. The mouse needs a little learning curve to learn how to right-click on items, but it's actually pretty easy to get a hang of. And while it's not meant for more powerful functions, I was able to work some video on the machine without a multi-hour wait time, so I can actually get some higher function stuff done if I need to. And of course, the real question is, what do you think of the Pavilion X2? Let me know. You can tweet me over at Geekazine, of course, geekazine@gmail.com. You can comment at youtube.com/Geekazine and at geekazine.com as well. Thanks a lot for watching. Thanks a lot for listening. We'll see you next time on another Geekazine review where we check out another product. And until then, you guys, geek out.